come to talk to you today a little bit about volunteering and how it is for me, because I do volunteering. I'm Jenny and I'm 40, which I have to keep as a state secret generally, but I'm telling you because, well, I think you need to know, because actually I volunteer for lots of different things, including doing some things for canine partners, because I have a wonderful canine partner that enables me to go out and about. And I do talking for them, so I talk to groups and people all about the sorts of wonderful assistance that our dogs give and the difference that they made to my life and to my family's life. So that's really easy for me because my dog is marvellous. So I do that as volunteering, but also the other thing that I do is I do some volunteering for a group called Potato Group, which is Parents of Traumatised Adopted Teenagers organisation. And I really love it because actually my husband and I adopted two children several years ago now, and actually they are really affected by early trauma, and that's made life very difficult for them and for us as their parents and for my wider family. And so as a group of parents, we got together and decided we'd set up a support group specifically for these parents. And we started with 5, and now we have over 300 families throughout the UK that we support regularly. And my role within that is actually to do their social media. So I write copy for the website and I put it on the website, and I run their Twitter feed. And I'm trying to learn Insta, but I'm not very good at that yet. But I am trying to learn it, and actually it's great because my medical condition means that sometimes I can't move at all and I am stranded in bed and feel rubbish. But even when I'm having a really hard day, I can still volunteer, and I love that I can make a difference in people's lives even though I'm feeling a bit naff. So that's great, and but I'm talking to you today because I've met this fantastic organisation called One Community. And what you can do with One Community, if you have something that you think, oh, actually, I'd like to learn social media, or I'd like to be able to share my love of reading and books, or I'm really great at making paper hats, or whatever it is, you can approach One Community by ringing them up or dropping them an email or coming to visit them in Fareham in the shopping centre. And you can say to them, look, I would like to volunteer, and they will be so pleased to meet you and encourage you to have a look at all the different things you can do. The thing that's brilliant about One Community is that they don't just see your impairment, because actually I can't move very well. But what they do is that they can see your abilities, your passions, your excitedness, the things that you would be really engaged with, and they see those things. So those are really positive aspects, but be mindful of the things that you need to have in order to support you while you're volunteering. So things like making sure that rooms are accessible, that you've got somewhere to toilet your guide dog or assistance dog, that you have regular support if you as you require it, and all the way through that you're handheld and cared about. And that is just wonderful, because once you've got that in place, you can volunteer and get something out of life yourself, but also give into the community and become more part of the community in which you live. And that is really, really lovely as a disabled person, particularly because sometimes, well, I've found that disabled people sometimes are viewed as being a drain, all negative things, and actually volunteering brings real positivity into my life, but also into my family's life, into the community's life, and for me, into the adoption community, like UK-wide. I can do those things, and that's been enabled through volunteering.